Visualization is really just that. It's super simple. We overcomplicate it because we think we visualize to heal or to become abundant. No, we visualize to be. If you know my story, 20 some years ago, I laid in a hospital bed. I was unable to move. I had contracted an autoimmune disease that literally left me paralyzed down to my eyelids. Couldn't move my eyelids. And obviously, I am not that person anymore. And people would ask me, well, how did you do that? And I will tell you, it is perception. This is how I did that. This is how I manifested my health, my life, my activity, right? My body changing from that to where it is today. When I was in the hospital, I had two things. I had a painting that my 1.5-year-old son had painted, and that hung on my wall. And next to it was a collage of pictures that hung on the wall of the person that I was, dancing at weddings, fishing with my brother, working on my house, all the things, the activity of the person that I was, right? And obviously I wasn't that person at that time. I was unable to do any of those things. But at the top corner of that board with all those pictures was one picture that changed the world for me. And that was a picture of me standing on a mountain, a ski mountain, right as I got off a lift. This picture, my friend took this picture, and I did not have a lot to do when I was laying there, right? So in order to kind of pass the time, what I would do is stare at that picture, and I would close my eyes. Well, I didn't close them. My eyes actually rolled up into my head because my eyelids wouldn't move. I would look at the picture, and then I would close my eyes, and I would try to see the picture. And then I would open my eyes again, I would stare at the picture, and then I would close my eyes again and try to see the picture. And I would do this over and over again. And that started the basic framework. Then what I would start to do is I would start to focus on the feeling of being up on that mountain again. And I started to build my own picture. Maybe there was more trees. Maybe it was zoomed out so I could see other people. Maybe I could even see the trails I was going to go down, or the lift that I just came up, or my friend taking a picture. I started to zoom out and see the whole panoramic of what that must have been. And obviously I had been there, and not too long before I was laying in that bed. Then I did something interesting. I started to take each individual sense, and I would close my eyes and I would hear what it must have sounded like. Hear the people talking, getting ready to go down. Maybe hear the wind go through the trees. Maybe to hear the ski lift behind me as people got on, off of it, and the mechanical noises that it must have made. I built it like I was just hearing what was happening. Like in the moment, I had closed my eyes and I was just listening. And then I would take it even further. I would be at the bottom getting on the chairlift and pretending that I just closed my eyes and I was getting on the chairlift, and I was hearing all the sounds of the chairlift and how it would go up and how it would go over the towers, the dun 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 over the towers, right? And I got really good at that. And, sure, you lose those moments, you get into it and then suddenly something, maybe a nurse came in or I heard a sound and it took me out of it. But I really practiced that more and more and more. And then I started to practice it with the imagery of what did it look like going up the ski lift? What did it look like when I was just getting on the lift? What did it look like with the lift attendant? And what did they say to me? I would just build this whole scenario, this whole scene that really created me being on that mountain. I wasn't focused on what the doctor was going to tell me later in the day when he came back with my results. They would pop into my head, but I would try to push them out, and they would be there. They would be. But this was more important to me. I wanted to be on that mountain. So visualization is really just that. It's super simple. We overcomplicate it because we think we visualize to heal or to become abundant. No, we visualize to be abundant, to be healed. Like you are on that mountain, you are skiing, when surely at that time I was not. But I assure you, I have been to that mountain. I have been to that mountain many, many times, and I have skied down that mountain. And I do say that that is the reason why that came for me, because I painted that picture. And today, every day, I get to see it. I get to see it. I get to embrace it. I get to live it. So, paint your picture. You have all of your senses to do it. You have kinetic, you have auditory, you have the feeling of it, you have the visualization of it, and see a picture, take a beach scene, see it, close your eyes, open them, see it, close your eyes, build the picture in your mind. Focus on a tree, focus on a little part of the water, focus on something in the sand, and build from there. It's a great way to create your reality. It's a great way to create your future and become that person. How about that? So go find it.